You'll want to make sure you've got your weights and bands close by because we will be using them, but not during warm-up. I'm not that crazy. So as you're rocking side to side, you can even do the small circling motions. You can do whatever feels good to your lower back. Because it all feels good to your lower back. You're like, why does the ground feel so good? I don't know, it always does. Then you can hug one knee to your chest, left leg or right leg goes to your chest, left leg out straight, and you're gonna go side to side here. So on this, if you wanted to have one foot down on the ground for your back, you can. If you like having your leg out straight, that's fine too. It's really whatever feels good to you, right? And you can go nice and slow, trying to stretch out the hips, stretch out those legs. I like to move slow during warm-up because during the workout, we're not gonna go slow at all. So we're gonna go about 2 more here. Here is 1, here's 2, then we're gonna have our leg up straight. You can grab behind the hamstring or calf, and we're gonna alternate there. So if your hamstrings are pretty tight and you feel like you wanna move a lot slower, you can, right? You don't have to go at the same speed as me. If you wanna have one foot down on the ground, of course you get to, and try to keep your shoulders relaxed and your neck relaxed, right? I'll give you about 20 different things to think about at once. We're gonna see how good you are at multitasking. So just trying to relax and stretch out those hamstrings. That's the goal. So we're gonna go 2 more here. Here is 1, here is 2, and then we're gonna relax our legs down. And we're gonna start with crunches here to warm up, right? Who cares about bridges? So hands are gonna be behind our head, elbows are wide. You're gonna inhale in, exhale, lift up into that crunch, push that back down. Nice, easy inhale coming back. So make sure you're not just pulling on your neck, right? You want to keep your elbows wide so we're still thinking of our posture. And your goal is to try to let your head rest into your hands, right? So remember, your arms are plenty strong enough to hold your head, right? So every time you crunch up, you should feel your abs. They might even shake on you. Mine shake. That doesn't mean anything, just means I'm doing it right. That's what that means. I always shake when I work out, right? So just nice controlled motions, and we're gonna start adding in our legs. So you're gonna bring your right leg towards you as you crunch, your head comes down, right leg comes down, and then you'll go to the left side. So we are alternating, right? I'm being kind of crazy, and I'm letting you alternate today. What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. So you're just going side to side here, right? Keeping those elbows wide, focusing on your core. If your neck was just really, really feeling tight, you could keep your head down and just focus on pushing your back down and keeping that core nice and tight, right? You don't have to do the crunch, but if you can, it spices things up a little bit more, okay? So we got about 10 more seconds here, and then we'll be moving on to the next set. So we're gonna go 1 more at each leg. Here's 1, here's 2. You're gonna relax, and you're gonna go to your side, right? We're not even doing a single bridge today. Isn't that wild? So starting with our top leg, we're just gonna kick our top leg up and down. So pointing the toe, don't worry about how high up your leg goes. You can be on your elbow, you can be down lower, whatever feels good to you, right? And if you feel like you're right on your hip bone and your floor doesn't feel comfortable, you could roll up your mat or put a cushion more under there, right? Because if you're doing this on a wood floor, it probably doesn't feel good. I'm on carpet, so I'm living life of luxury here, right? And then I look relaxed, I'm on my arm, I could watch Netflix all day and do this, pretty much, I think. So in 15 seconds, we're gonna pulse our leg. So just nice and controlled here. You don't have to get in a ton of reps, right? We're still warming up, so go at your own speed. So now you're just gonna pulse your leg up and down. So remember, you wanna make sure you've got that toe pointed. That's gonna help you flex that ankle. It's gonna keep that calf engaged, and it's gonna let your whole leg move as a unit. Right? People are gonna be checking out your calves later. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what did you do? And you'll be like, I have a new Pilates, no big deal, right? If you want to check out my calves, you can. You can check out my arms, but probably don't let people check out your butt, right? I want to be like, hey, everyone, check this out. You got 5 seconds. Okay, so now you're going to do a forward kick. So we're kicking forward and coming back. Keeping that core tight, right? Your legs nice and straight. And you're trying not to let your body rock forward and back, right? You don't want to look like this. If you look like this, I'm going to think you're on a boat. So you don't want to do that. Okay, we got 15 seconds, then we're going to do a front leg pulse. So we are burning up our hips for our warm up here today. Spoiler alert, you're going to be using them today with the bands, right? We're burning those bands up this week. So keep your leg as far forward as you can, and you're gonna pulse up and down here, right? So if this is like a nasty burn to you, good job, you're doing it right. Right? I'm not gonna save you from it. I think this feels pretty awful myself, but here I am, I'm doing it with you. So you can't complain too much, you know, right? I'm suffering with you, right? And if it feels like completely too much, you could bring your leg back just a little bit. As long as you're lifting up and down, you're still gonna work those muscles, right? This just kind of challenges your core and your glute a little bit more. You got 3, 2, 1, relax that leg. Thank goodness we have another. So we're flipping sides. So once you're set up, leg is nice and straight, point that toe, we're kicking up and down. Move, my glutes are a little sore today. Right, that's a good sign if I'm already sore on this move. You guys might hear me cry out during my workout. I hope my bands don't break. If they break and they slap me in the leg or the butt, you might hear me scream. I don't know. One of my bands is looking a little bit old, so if it does break, I guess I'm just too strong for it. Right, that's the only conclusion I can come up with. So we got 10 seconds until we pulse. Right, so we got some arms and core and glute work today. That's our theme of the day. So now we're gonna pulse, pointing that toe, right, and going up and down. And you're thinking like, isn't that the theme of every day? It really is, yeah. That's just called Pilates. There won't be a Pilates workout where you don't work your glutes or your abs or your arms, right? Otherwise, you're just taking a nap. I don't know, you know? It's just best to always agree with what I say. So we've got about 15 seconds and then we go into our front kicks, right? We're looking relaxed. We're watching Netflix right here. It feels like you could do this all day. You could repeat this warm up later if you're really bored, right? If you want to get those glutes activated. So 5 seconds until we're kicking forward. Okay, so now you're going to kick forward and then come back. Kick forward and then come back. So it's just nice and controlled, right? Remember, you don't want to look like you're on a boat. Keep that core engaged. Try not to let your body rock back and forth. It's more fun to rock back and forth, but it won't feel very good. Right, you got 10 seconds. Right, and then we get a pulse. That wonderful, wonderful pulse. Okay, so that next motion, keep that leg as far forward as you can and you pulse up and down, right? So this is my right leg, so it doesn't feel as tortureful. I think that's the word, tortureful. I don't know. Google it, let me know. I'm not gonna Google it because I'll forget after this class what I even said, so, you know. We got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna go into our hands and our knees to get warmed up there, right? So if you're not sweating by the end of this, then you better amp up your rhythm. I don't know, you probably are sweating. I'm getting a little warm, I can feel it. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, you're gonna relax that leg, and we're gonna go to our hands and our knees, right? So while you're on your hands, we're going to be doing bird dogs. So if it really hurts your wrist, you could do more of like a fist position, or you could have your weights under your hand. But we're just going to be alternating. You're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, stretch out. You'll come down, go to that other side and stretch out. So you want to try to stretch out your arm and leg as much as you possibly can. You want to keep your core nice and tight. Right, and taking your time going side to side. If you feel like you're falling over, make sure you're not doing the same side, right? I've seen it happen. Trust me. I didn't do it, but I've seen people do it. Okay, I'm just taking your time. Try not to let your head hang down, right? Just go at a speed that feels good. We're not doing anything wild and crazy right now. Okay, you've got 10 seconds, right? Move through. Core is tight. Of course it is. One more to each side. Right, and then you're just going to keep your right leg out straight. We're going to have our toe pointed down, and we're going to raise up and down. For once, your toe points to the floor. So we're trying to wake up that hamstring a little bit since we didn't do any bridges. Right, we got to make sure it's still there. Right there, we're starting to feel left out. But as you raise up and down, try to stay nice and strong on those arms. Right, your core is engaged. You don't have to go fast. We're going to do 5 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4, here's 5. Okay, so right leg's in, left leg is out, toes are pointed, we're raising and lowering. Right, so try not to let your head hang down. You could either look at your fingertips or the front edge of your mat, and it'll help you hold that position. Okay, so keep those toes pointed to the floor. Right, nice and controlled. We got 5 more. Here's 1, there's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. All right, so we are going to get rolling for today. So I'm going to show you both bands that I have here, so you can decide whatever you have at home. I'll show you how to use it. So we have either a mini loop band or I have the long flat band. Okay, so I'll show you each exercise that we do. I'll show you how to use it for whatever band you want on hand. So we're going to start with a band move. If you have the large band, you're going to be on your hands and knees. You want to put the band around the arch of your right foot. And then you're going to pull your hands forward to hold that resistance. You want your toe pointed down. You're going to be pressing in and out, right? So that's if you have a long band. So don't start yet, because I'm going to show the mini loop. So if you have the mini loop, you're going to put it around your left ankle and the arch of your right foot. And you would do that same motion, okay? So we're pressing our right leg out. You want to keep your toes pointed down, okay? So whatever band you have at home will work, right? If the mini loop, if you have trouble pushing out, you can press more up, right? That's what I'm going to do. Ready? And go. Okay, so you're staying nice and strong, right? Make sure those toes are pointed down because it's going to help hold that band in place. Because if you don't hold the band in place, guess where it's going to hit you? Right in the bum, okay? And if you have that mini loop, remember, you can act like you're trying to push the bottom of your foot to the floor, right? If you have that big long band, you're pushing out straight, just like we did almost during warm-up, okay? So just stay nice and tall on those arms. Keep on breathing. Keep on pressing, right? Either variation you do here, depending on the band, it's the same move. It just looks a little bit different, okay? So I'll kind of alternate with which band I use, just so you can see how to use both, right? So keep on breathing, keep on pushing. We have 15 seconds left on this leg, and then we're going to switch, right? Head's not hanging down. I know you want to, but you don't get to. 10 seconds. Okay, keep on rolling. We're going to do 3 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Okay, take that breather. Switch your legs, right? So if you have that band, the mini band, it's around your right ankle and left foot. If you have a long band, you're going to have a lot of the strap on your left foot, right? You're holding that resistance, you're pressing out. Ready? So I switch which band I'm using. That's why it looks different. Ready? And go, right? So same move, other leg, right? That's all we did. I just turned to the side so that you can see me work my left leg, so that you know I'm not cheating, okay? Nice and controlled, right? You're basically controlling how much you push into that resistance, right? So if you take your time, it's a little bit easier to get into that full range of motion. So exhale, you push, inhale and back. Exhale, push, inhale, back. So just nice and controlled, right? Taking your time. And we're just pushing along, no big deal. It just burns a little bit. Remember, you want to try to have those toes pointed down, right? And if you don't like using the band, you don't even have to use the band, honestly, right? You have my permission to not use the band on any of these moves, because it'll still burn. Okay, we're almost there. 15 seconds, and then we're going into some dumbbells. 10 seconds. Keep rocking. Keep pushing. We got 5 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here is 5. Okay, so set that band to the side. And now you're going to grab 1 dumbbell. Okay? Got my band all tangled on. Okay. So you're going to have your left arm is going to have the weight. Your right leg is going to be back straight. So you're almost in a plank type position here. Okay, and we're going to row our arm up and back down. Okay, so right leg's back, left arm's pulling up and down. Okay, up and down. Go right into it. If it feels like too much to have that right leg out straight, you could have both knees in, right, if you need to hold like that. Okay, but otherwise, keep on rocking, keep on rolling, right? Yeah, that's the old saying. Okay, you're doing a great job. We've got 15 seconds, right? Nice and controlled. Head's not hanging down. Right now, we're using those muscles that we use on the band, right? Holding this body weight position. How cool is that? We've got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Now keep that left leg down. Our right leg's gonna come up and down, right? Up and down. So we're pointing our toe, right? We're holding this position. If you wanted to amp it up, you could hold your weight by your side as we lift up and down. Okay, we got 10 more of these. 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we got to switch legs and arms. So left leg is out straight, right arm is rowing. Once you're set up, go on into it. Pulling up and down, up and down. So as you pull up, try to keep that elbow close to your body, right? Remember, you've got your right knee down to help support you, and your head's not hanging down, okay? Nice and controlled. You've got 15 seconds, okay? Taking your time. Keep breathing with that movement. Okay, we're almost there. Right, we got 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Right, so now we got to pay attention to our left leg. We're pointing our toe. It's coming up and down. Okay, so weight could be down on the ground, or you can have your weight up by your body. You're just lifting up and down, breathing. Head's not hanging down. We've got 10 more. Here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then you're gonna relax. And we're gonna be in the seated position with our band. So we're gonna work our core and our abs here together. So either you have the long band, you're gonna hold here, or if you have the mini loop, you'll hold on each side and go here. So you're up nice and tall, knees are bent. You're gonna look eyes towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. You're gonna tilt back, pull the band apart, the band comes back, you sit back up, okay? So only go back as far as you feel you can. Make sure your knees stay bent. Ready? So we'll tilt, we'll pull, come back, come up, right? Tilt, pull, back, up, right? Tilt, pull, back, up. So on this, if it did bother your lower back, you could either do a smaller range of motion, or you could even put a pillow or a blanket rolled up behind your lower back to help protect you. Okay, so we're just really controlling this motion step by step. So try to go slow, keep those shoulders relaxed, right? I noticed my shoulders were tense, right? If you're feeling it in your neck, try to bring your arms down a little bit lower. Okay, we got 3 more. Come back, here is 1, coming in. Here is 2, coming in. Here is 3, coming in, and you're gonna relax. So now we're going back to our band. If you have a mini loop, it's gonna be around your ankles, right? If you got this tall, long band, it's gonna be on the arch of your foot. You're gonna hold your resistance up by you, right? So we're gonna be doing a single leg raise. Okay, so if you have a long band, you're holding there, or you got that mini loop up on your ankles or shins. Okay, ready? And go. So you're pointing that toe. Your goal is to keep resistance in that band that whole time, right? So even if you're holding that resistance up here, right, you want to keep it nice and tight. Your body is going to resist it as it comes up and down. Okay, if you have a mini loop, it's a little bit easier because you don't have to hold it up top, right? But you've got to control that band. So you don't want any sag in the band. If the band sags, guess what that means about you? You're going to look saggy. So don't do it, right? So you're going to lift, you're going to hold. We got an isometric hold. So if you want to know the most evil exercise in the handbook, here it is, isometrics. But that's why we're going to do it. So try to hold up as high as you can. Point that toe, focus on breathing. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed, right? And this is going to burn up your glutes so beautifully. That's why they're good for you, right? You're doing a great job. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, whew, yeah. So now we're gonna go to our other leg, and we're gonna do that same thing, right? So just switch up the band, how you're doing it, and you're lifting up and down, go for it. So pointing that toe, lifting up and back, right? And just trying to hold on to that posture. Try to keep that leg nice and straight. Remember, if you're holding both straps, keep that resistance nice and tight, right? Make sure you're holding that resistance as that leg is lifted. right? If you have that mini loop, don't you dare let it sag, right? I don't want it to happen today, okay? We've got 10 seconds until we go into that isometric. Yay, right? I know. Doing a great job here. We're gonna lift. We're gonna hold. Oh, yuck, 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 right? So try to keep that leg up as high as you can. Push into that resistance. Make it as hard as you can, right? You've got to fight yourself here, right? This is how you see how tough you are. Right? You can make faces even, you know, tap the floor. It makes it easier. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't, but lots of people do that. We got 10 seconds. Then we're going to take this band off, right? We're almost there. Don't give in early. Don't stop yet, right? Just because we're almost there and it burns doesn't mean you stop. Now you get to relax. Okay, so take that band off. We're going back to our dumbbell. So we're in the tripod position here again. So our left arm is going to have the weight. Our right leg is out straight. This time we're going to do triceps. So your elbow is by your body. You're kicking your weight back and bending in. Kick past the hip and bend in. Okay? We ready? We sure are. Go for it. So nice and controlled, right? You want to push past your hip and in. Remember, the elbow is close to that body, right? You don't want to have a chicken wing, so don't stick your elbow out, right? You're not a chicken, so you don't need wings, okay? Nice and tall, head's not hanging down. Keep those legs nice and strong, okay? You're doing a great job here. Keep on breathing, right? We got about 5 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, we're gonna switch sides, right? Nothing extra added on this one, okay? So right arm has that weight, left leg's back straight, right elbow glued in, taking past our hip, right? So looking straight down at that other hand, your core is nice and tight, right? And we're doing one side at a time, so you're working your core even more, right? And we got some balance going. This is just a good exercise, isn't it? I know, you agree, I can tell, okay? We got about 15 seconds, okay? So keep breathing, go at a pace that feels good to you, right? I'm gonna do 5 more. You can count with me if you want. There's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so relaxing down, grabbing our band. We're in that same seated position. This time we're gonna make it a little bit nastier. That's what you were hoping, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do here, you're gonna tilt back as far as you feel you can. You're gonna hold resistance in this band. You wanna bring your band so it comes up above your head and back to your chest, right? So your goal is to get your arms up by your ears. When you do that, your body's gonna shake, right? So try not to let your head bob forward, right? You're just holding a slight resistance in that band. Your arms really don't have to pulse. You're just coming up above your head and back. And remember, if it hurts your back, put a pillow under your lower back, or you could roll up a blanket, kind of whatever you have there, staying up nice and tall, right? Arms are coming up and back. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling and the wall, okay? We're coming up and back here. We got 15 seconds. Trying to stay nice and tall every time that band comes up above our head. Okay, you've got 10 seconds, right? Keep holding on to the rhythm of it, right? We're gonna do 3 more. So here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, coming back. Here's 3, coming back. You're gonna relax. Okay, so we got 1 more set today. We're gonna do fire hydrants. So if you have the large band here, you would wrap the band around your legs and then you're just gonna do kind of a small tie in it, just so you can kind of have that mini loop position, okay? And you want it right above your knees, okay? You have the mini loop, I'm gonna use this. You're bringing that band up above your knees, okay? So basically with that long band, you're just tying it in a knot, slight knot, just to hold it in place. And then we're gonna go to our hands and our knees here. And we're gonna do everyone's all-time favorite fire hydrant. Okay, so on this, if your wrists are really hurting you, you could be on your elbows if you need to, okay? Right, if not, stay up on those arms. We're just gonna start with our right leg. You're gonna come wide and back, right? Wide and back. So nice and controlled, make sure you're not just letting that resistance pull your leg in. Okay, if you feel like you need to adjust your band at any point, you can. If you don't like having the band on for this, because it hurts your legs, you can take it off, because even just doing this motion body weight, it burns. Okay, so we got 10 seconds until we do that isometric hold. You knew that was going to happen, right? Try to focus on your posture. So make sure your head's not hanging down. On this next motion, you're going to keep wide and hold. Okay, so as you do this, this is a full body burner, right? Nothing about this is heavy. Okay, so try to breathe with it. It's hard. I know. I'm doing it, but you can do it. I promise. You got 15 seconds, right? I've got you muted so you can mumble under your breath all you want. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Keep that leg wide. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that leg down. And it's lefty's turn. Coming wide and back. Ready? And go. So wide and back, right? Wide and back. Wide and back. Wide and back. So try to keep even weight in those hands, right? It's tempting just to want to roll to your right side, but try to give your left hand a little bit of attention, okay? You're doing a great job here. We got 10 seconds until we hold, and then we're done with bands for the day. Well, kind of, right? So now we're going to keep that left leg wide. We hold, hang tight here, right? Breathe with it. You can do this motion. We can do it. Ooh, is it icky? Yes, it's nasty. Right? Whose idea was this? Who wrote this workout? They're crazy. You got 15 seconds. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. Right? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Take that band off. And we got our dumbbell, of course. Our silly dumbbells. Okay, so we're in that tripod position again. So left arm is going to have that weight. Right leg is out. This time you're curling your weight up towards your shoulder and back. So you're basically doing a bicep curl, right? Just looks a little different, right? So you'll curl up and back, curl up and back, up and back, right? Isn't that fun? I think it is. I know you guys think so too. I can tell. Okay, so core is tight, head's not hanging down. We're curling up and back, right? You're doing a great job here. Right, keep on breathing, keep on curling. Right, you could be using the bands on this, just think about that. Okay, we're almost there. We got about 15 seconds to go. Keep that elbow locked in tight. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Almost there. We got 3 more, there's 1. Here's 2, here's 3. Okay, so now we got to switch. Oh, thank goodness, right arm. Okay, left leg is out. And we're curling up and down. So you're basically trying to tap that weight to your shoulder, right? You're curling up and back. Looks just like a bicep curl. You're just facing the floor instead of standing, right? Isn't that wild? It is, right? It's kind of opposite of what we just did with your tricep, right? You're doing a great job. You're over halfway, right? Watch that head position. As you get tired, guess what? Your posture is going to try to cheat. Don't let it. Okay, core is staying tight, right? Your body should be triggering that core. Your core right now is in charge. Whether you know it or not, it is a cooking. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Keep curling, keep breathing, right? Right side always feels better. Okay, 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And relax. One last move of the day, grabbing our band. We're back in that seated position. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna be tilted back that whole time. Right, hands are about shoulder width apart. You're gonna tilt back, and we're gonna start by pulsing right here. Okay, so if you need a pillow or a blanket for that lower back, you can, right? Or if your back is just done for, you can do this seated or standing. Okay, arms out front, tilt back. We're gonna pulse right here, right? So lots of core focus. Keep your eyes watching where the ceiling and the wall meet, right? And keep on working through this burn. It's gonna burn us up here, right? Hold on to it though. Breathe with it. Try to keep the chin off your chest, right? Core is tight, arms are burning, mine are. Arms are tired. Now you're going to bring those arms up above your head. You're going to pulse up top there. So try to keep that band directly above your head. That is crazy hard on the core, right? Hold your focus. Find that focal point. Breathe with it. We got 20 seconds left of the workout today, okay? Keep on working. 15 seconds to go. Whoo-wee. We're breathing. We're burning. It's icky. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And there you are. We're done for the day. Right? Nice sweat going on.